Hi, we are going to work on our vowels today with an activity called Vowel Intensive. You will need an envelope for storage for your vowels, and make sure that you have at least 5 index cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be good. I have an extra in case I make a mistake. Just put those to the side. On your envelope, we are going to take your blue highlighter and write vowel intensive. And then around it, we are going to write our vowels. So let's think about what those vowels are. They are A says A. E says eh. I says I. O says ah. And U says ah. So this is what we're going to keep our vowels in. Then take your first card, and we're going to start with our first vowel. The first vowel in the alphabet will be the vowel A. And A says A, like an apple. Apple. So A says A, like apple. A, P, L, E says apple. If you would like to go ahead and color it in, feel free, but you do not have to. I like to do that. A says A, like apple. Apple. A says A, like apple. Next, after A is E. E says like elephant. Elephant. E-L-E, elephant. Elephant. E says like elephant. Let's draw that. Let me put some eyes on that elephant. Maybe some ears. Maybe some feet. Little tail. Elephant. E says for elephant. On the back, make an E. E says for elephant. So A says like apple. E says like elephant. Then there's I. I says like igloo. Igloo. I says like igloo. An igloo there we go, with the ice, like in Alaska. igloo. I says I, like igloo. You should try repeating that. Igloo. Igloo. Make sure you write on the back. I says I, like igloo. So A says A, like apple. E says like elephant. I says I, like igloo. Then there's O. O says ah. Make sure you open that mouth up. Ah. Like octopus. O says ah. Ah. Like octopus. There you go. O says ah, like octopus. You don't have to color it in. I just like to give it a little color. Octopus. O says ah, like octopus. O says ah for octopus. A says A for apple. E says E for elephant. I says I, like igloo. O says ah, like octopus. And U says like umbrella. 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 There you go. Right on the back, U says for umbrella. So we can do, I'm going to go ahead and color it in a minute. Whatever color you want. Okay, so we have A says A, like apple. E says E, like elephant. I says I, like igloo. O says like octopus. U says like umbrella. Now get your cards and listen for the sound. The sound is ah. Say it. Repeat ah. Which one is ah? A says ah, like apple. The sound is ah. Ah. O says ah, like octopus. The sound is I. I says I, like igloo. The sound is eh. E says eh, like elephant. The sound is ah. Ah. A says ah, like apple. Okay, well that's our vowel intensive. This is where you're going to store it. Thank you.